Welcome to the Knox County Board of Commissioners, August 4th, 2026 meeting. This morning we don't have any guests or updates, so we'll turn it over to Jason Booth, the County Administrator.
All right, Commissioners, so we have, the first resolution is to authorize the treasurer and the county auditor to charge certain banking fees to appropriate fund for the transaction, as the transaction relates. Let me just tell you a little backstory on this. So, some of the banking fees that the county, we get from Park National, which is who we bank with as the county treasury, there are some fees that they charge for stop payment fees, wire transfers fees, ACH return fees, positive pays, and some other things. And so what, some of those fees we've started to notice, right now they all get kind of charged back to the general fund. So, in speaking to the auditor and the treasurer, they asked me, I think they should really go back to the appropriate fund. So if it's a fee that's initiated by the 911 fund, then the 911 fund should pay for that stop fee or whatever that is. Majority of them are gonna be general fund, but the departments that do have their own funds, Park District, DD, Health Department, whoever, they should pay the fee that's relating to that banking fee. That's what we felt like, and I think that's fair and equitable. So the auditor wanted a resolution for you to authorize that so they could start to handle the bookkeeping of that on their end. So that's what this resolution relates to.
Okay, make a motion to approve.
Second it.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Then we have approved a cooperative agreement for construction, maintenance, and operation of the state water project for the water wastewater project in the Ohio Water Development Authority. This is just relating to Jeff's Pickerel and the Water Wastewater Department's administrative building. And this was just a document that they had actually sent in for me to sign because you had authorized me to sign everything related to this before. But the way this states, there's some other documentation that we need a resolution number and those kind of things. So I want you, if you would, to go ahead and approve this and then authorize me to sign it on your behalf. And then we will complete the necessary paperwork to get to the OWDA.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that's signed. Okay, thank you. We have a proven invoice and bill of sale for a Stoops Western Star of Ohio for a 2027 Star 47X vehicle, whatever the heck that is, but it's for the county engineer in the amount of $152,789.
I think it took them 9 months to get this thing, if I remember, something weird like that. It wasn't a long time.
This vehicle is to be used for,
In the county engineer's office, and it's paid for by the county engineer.
motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye. I was thinking, Jason, he was getting 2 of those. Was that last year he got 2?
Might have been, this one looks like this is just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots to sign
I think
on
he's
that.
been waited like 9 months. I thought there was 2 also, but I think this thing's been 9 months in the making. This.
And then we have approved the bid and contract documents for the Danville Amity Road Safety Improvement Phase 3, and this is OPWC funded project.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Mallory, is there one area in here I have to sign or anything or not?
Yeah, the blue would be yours.
Okay. And then the rest will be billed. There's 3 copies of this.
Yes. All of the yellow ones are yours. There's 13.
Okay.
These are all to spell, right?
Yeah, they're all 3 the same thing. And then now the rest of these are just, we authorize Scott Boone to do these transfers, but they always come down for you to approve prior. So this is to approve the Knox County Department of Job and Family Services Public Assistance Division to transfer amount not to exceed $2,531.51. And so it's just moving it from one fund or one particular area to another, and they have to for Children and Family First Council funds.
Motion to approve.
And second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then we have another one not to exceed $843.84, and this is to the Knox County Family and Children First Council.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then we have another one not to exceed $20,482.24.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And another one for $6,827.41.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then not to exceed $14,776.74.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then the last one is not to exceed $32,214.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And just a couple updates I have for you, Commissioner. So yesterday, spent the afternoon with the architect and we were going around checking on all of our projects, but we did go out to the existing water wastewater office and check on potentially turning that into a morgue, as we discussed last week. It's absolutely doable.
Good.
That building is actually poured on slab, on grade, so that makes it pretty easy to cut a double garage door and get that in there. The coroner sent me a couple items on size of what we would need in there. Nothing seems prohibitive to not make that happen. So if you are still in agreement to continue to move forward with that, I'll set up another meeting with him and Dr. Ogle to meet out there on site and let her kind of weigh in on to make sure we're getting everything that we think she needs. And then we could engage the architect to do that. He did not think that that would be incredibly costly to do that either. I think much less than what we were thinking in our mind. He thought we could do it for, because you're really leaving a concrete floor, you're leaving one bathroom that's out there. There's no load bearing walls, so all the walls inside the building can just be taken down. You're
More demolition.
You're not making it nice. It's not, you're not putting furniture and furnishings and that kind of stuff. You're putting up, you're tearing some paneling down and putting some drywall up. You bring a cooler and a freezer in there. She said they're about 10 by 10 by 7. So you would, bring 2 of those in there. We'd have to put a generator out there, of course. But it's,
Sure.
the scheme of the project's pretty simple and not overly costly. So, it's probably certainly the best alternative to meet the needs of what she would need and the county would need. So if you're in agreement, I'll continue to push forward with that.
Definitely move forward.
And we'll continue to look at that. Okay. So the admin building, we were out there for water, wastewater, probably in the next about 3 weeks, they'll actually start construction on the building. They've got to get everything done underground. So that project is continuing to move along. I think they're hoping to have that building done by the end of the year, which then timing for the board would be probably to start that project in
First quarter,
first
sometime.
part of 2027.
What are you doing about the retaining wall out there at Water?
So they're working with a couple they're a concrete contractor, but we think they could probably, it could be something similar to like a stucco, a plot.
Skim, like a skim coating or something.
Which probably visually would probably look a little nicer anyway, but, so that, we've got some options. They're supposed to get back to us in the next few days on that, but everything seems to be going okay. And then transit project is still moving along, and, we're, I think, still holding to that time frame of when they'll be done, which would be late October, 1st of November, so. That's where we're at on projects.
You wanna talk, cause I got the phone call or text yesterday about crossing the baseball diamonds down on Pipesville Road.
Yeah, we did those in session, I think, Bill, when you were out, that we gave an easement for the utility work. Those came in through utility permits. I think that's gas, Columbia, I think that was that gas or electric?
It was electric.
Electric. They're down there, so we've given them easements we had Jeff Pickrell look at all those, make sure everything was good. And it went through the engineer's office, so, yeah, they've got
Okay.
utility work being done out there, boring and that kind of stuff. Can't think when we did those, but it's been several months
Yeah,
ago.
a while back.
We do have a meeting, tomorrow, concerning, that Mercury Broadband that's been doing all the work in Apple Valley. Whoever's been doing their boring and stuff, it's not been good, and they've been tearing up our water lines, drilling through manholes, it's not good. So, Jeff is pretty upset. Sounds like though they're not governed by the Public Utility Commission, so you can't complain to them. But we have a meeting scheduled tomorrow at 10:30 out in Apple Valley, with Oops and, which it's not Oops's fault, but Oops, Cameron, the water department, myself, and I think a representative from Mercury Broadband. So hopefully we will get a resolution, but it's not been good. It's caused some water leaks, tore up manholes. Jeff's not happy.
Well, they've torn up neighbors' yards too, and then they
Yeah.
don't fix it after they leave holes and everything else, so.
Yeah. So I'll be out there tomorrow and we'll meet on site and hopefully.
Yeah, that's the biggest complaint that I've heard is they, after they do their bore drilling or whatever, they leave piles of dirt
Dirt,
or
yeah, or
holes in
holes.
the yard.
Yeah. So I'll let you know what we find out after that. Yeah. That's all I have for you.
Thank you.
Commissioner, you have anything?
I do not.
Commissioner?
No, there's a couple things, one for, the health department on Vine Street or something at 12. I think it's a ribbon cutting, some kind of recognition. And then we know that the, Mount Vernon Police Department's having their groundbreaking today at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and I think all of you were invited. I was invited. I don't know if anybody's going out, but that's at 3.
I plan on going out. And I think Barry, you thought you might make it.
I'll make it out there.
That's all I would have, Barry.
I have nothing. I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We stand adjourned.